Hey everyone, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and welcome to another one of my real estate videos. Today I'm going to do a video on my business, update on my flips, rentals, the blog, other personal goals I've had for this year. We're a little past halfway through the year. I wrote a blog article a couple weeks ago about my progress, and I want to do a video as well. As some of you know, I stopped doing my podcast a few weeks ago, actually a couple months ago now. Just didn't have time for it, had so many other things I wanted to do. And on my podcast, I would have these, sessions where I talk about my business, what's going on with me, and update everybody. I've had a lot of requests to start the podcast again, which I'm not going to do anytime soon. It just takes so much time, and YouTube's been a better medium for me lately. So I want to do a podcast-like YouTube show. So I'm going to talk about the rental property I bought this year. Just one, but it's a big one, 68,000 square feet. My flip business, I had a goal to make $100,000 a month flipping houses, so I'll tell you about that, how it's gone. My blog, how it's gone with other things, traffic, not so great things happening with certain companies to help me out. My brokerage, I started a real estate brokerage this year, so that's a big deal. And then some personal goals, which involved buying a car. So I did actually buy a pretty cool car, I'll show you that. And I really want to give you some cool stuff in this video. So I'll have some snippets of the car. It won't just be me talking. I'll show you some of the properties that we bought, the brokerage, stuff like that. So hopefully it's entertaining for you. If you guys want more videos like this, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know. Your feedback lets me know what you guys want. All right, one thing I want to talk about first are my books. So I know a lot of people see me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I try to put a lot of content out there. We have the blog where I write articles. And I've also written 6 books, so a lot of people like the books. I have good reviews. Hopefully they help you. I want to do a little contest, so I'm going to give away 20 books to the first 20 people who email me. I'm going to tell you exactly what to email me or what to do some point in this video. So you have to watch the video to find out when that is. So I've got my negotiating book. I did it with Jay Scott, the Build a Rental Property book, Fix and Flip Your Way to Financial Freedom, how to buy a house, how to make it big as a real estate agent, and then how to change your mindset to achieve huge success. All these are in paperback, as you can see. 3 of them are an audiobook. All of them are in Kindle, so they're available on Amazon. That's the only place we sell them. But some point in this video, I'll tell you how to get a free copy of it. I'll autograph it, send it to you free, no shipping, nothing. We'll give you a paperback version. If you want a Kindle, we can give you an electronic version. But hopefully, you guys will enjoy that. All right, so a huge part of my success over the years has been from setting goals, planning, making things happen in my life. For a long time, I kind of let things happen. I floated along, wondered why I wasn't making a bunch of money and being super successful. Then I realized, hey, maybe I should do something myself. And if I worked a little harder, thought about things, educated myself more, I would become more successful. And it worked, surprisingly. Not surprisingly at all. But what I ended up doing, read a ton of self-help books, listened to a ton of CDs, actually took Jack Canfield coaching, and realized how much we have control over our lives and our success. And I knew that I could make success for myself. And a big part of that was setting goals. And that's why every year I do an article on my blog about what my goals are, what I want to do for the following year. I also talk about my goals for the previous year, how I did, how I succeeded. And those goals help me create a path and find success. They're a huge part of it. If I don't have goals, I don't really know what I'm trying to do. I get very scatterbrained, and I try and do too many things at once, and goals help me keep focused. And I love to set big goals. So the idea of a goal is not to accomplish it. The idea of a goal is to help you become more successful or accomplish more. So if I set a goal to flip 5 houses next year, I pretty much know I would do that. I flipped 26 last year, so that's easy. If I set a goal to flip 25 houses, it wouldn't be easy, but it'd be very reachable. I want goals that push me. So I would set a goal to flip 30 houses, 35, or a goal to make money like I did at $100,000 a month. And by setting those big goals that I don't know if I can achieve or not, it pushes me to work harder all year long, to try new things, to expand what I'm doing. If I had easy goals, I wouldn't be expanding, working as hard to break through and reach new heights. So a lot of my goals I don't actually reach. Last year I wanted to flip 30 houses. I got to 26. I wasn't mad, I wasn't disappointed, it wasn't, a failure. It was actually a good thing. I think a really good goal is one that you almost get to, but don't quite reach, because it makes you work all year long. You keep moving forward. So when I set goals, I challenge myself, and I have to remind myself about them as well too. I can't just think about it once a year and then wonder why I didn't accomplish them at the end. I have to keep reviewing those goals, checking my progress, checking with my team, seeing how we're moving forward. And if things aren't working like we want them to, we figure out what we can change, what we can do different, how we can improve things. So one of my first goals that I want to talk about is house flipping. A lot of my videos are on house flipping. I know you guys like those. So we're going to go over what my goals were last year a little bit, and then what they were for this year, and how we're doing on those goals. As I said, I had a goal in 2017 to flip 30 houses. I had flipped 18 the year before that. When I say flip a house, I mean sell a flip. So not buy them, not work on them, but actually sell one. So my goal was to sell 30 flips last year. We came really close. We got to 26. Phenomenal year. I had a ton of help from my team. Nikki, who's my project manager, was an amazing help. Could not have done it without them. So it was a really cool year, a lot of fun, and I knew I wanted to keep challenging myself. And something I want to do is change things up a little bit for 2018, because I could flip 30 houses and make $0 on each one and accomplish my goal of flipping 30 houses. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this just to break even or lose money. So I thought I'd change it up, make a goal to make $100,000 per month. In the past, I have averaged about $33,000 in that range profit on each flip. So I figured that's about 3 houses a month, about 36 in the year to reach that goal. I have not quite been on track to do that, but we've been having a good year so far. So it's the beginning of August right now, like I said, just a little bit past halfway point. And we've bought 18 flips so far this year and sold 15. So like I said, a little bit behind, but we had a kind of a slow start to the year. And I'd like to say that I was a little bit distracted because I bought a 68,000 square foot building, started my own brokerage, had to get that going. So there was a lot going on, and not surprisingly, things went a little slower on the flip business because I was focused on other things. But we still had an amazing year, and I want to show you just a real quick video of all the houses we bought. So this is me giving the introduction of the flips we bought this year. A couple of them aren't included because I haven't done videos on them yet. They're tenant occupied, so I haven't been through them. And hopefully you enjoy hearing me say this is Mark from Invest for More for like 15 times. And here we go. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. I'm standing outside the first fix and flip purchase of 2018. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and I'm standing outside another fix and flip purchase. Just bought this one yesterday. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and I'm standing outside one of my fix and flip properties. This is a house. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and I'm standing outside my newest fix and flip property. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and we're standing outside another fix and flip that we just bought. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. I'm standing outside another fix and flip we bought today. We bought 3 of them, so it's been a busy day. They always tend to come in bunches, won't buy any for a while, then all of a sudden buy a bunch at once. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, standing outside another fix and flip that we just purchased yesterday. This one I got from a wholesaler for $192,000. So we'll walk through. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. I'm standing outside a fix and flip property we just bought. This house looks pretty nice from the outside. Do not let that deceive you. I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. It's got some. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and looking at another fix and flip just bought today. If you watch some of my other videos. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. I'm standing outside a fix and flip I bought a couple months ago. We just finished the eviction on, and going to give you a walk through the property. This has been a crazy one. Found a dead snake. This is pretty much a hoarder house, and this will be a lot of work. Probably not going to make much money on this house, but we'll show it to you. I have a couple. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. I'm standing outside one of our recent fix and flip purchases. Just bought this home last week. Got keys to it a couple days ago, and had a chance to get up here today. So. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. I'm standing outside a fix and flip. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. I'm standing outside a fix and flip that we just bought. Got this property. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and I'm standing outside a fix and flip that we just bought last week. Actually bought this house while I was in Disneyland, so thank you to Nikki for taking care of that and getting all that done. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and I'm standing outside a fix and flip that we just purchased. Obviously, they did not leave this house in amazing condition, and I'll show you everything they left. Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. We're back with another fix and flip video. Bought this house from the... Alright, so there are most of the flips we bought this year, and I have full videos on all of those properties. So if you look down right below this video that you're watching right now, it kind of says the title of the video. There's a little arrow that you can click on that expands the description of the video. And I'll have links to my playlist for my fix and flip. So I have a fix and flip before and after playlist. You can see the before and after videos, which should be right next to each other for each property, on all the flips we've done the last few years. And I also have a few complete fix and flip videos in there. I think we've got 4 of those. I also have a playlist for that now. That's complete fix and flip, where it's one video that includes the before and after commentary on how much we made, the final numbers, any challenges we had on those properties. So those are really cool videos. You can check those out as well. And I'll have more links down there too for other goals, other things we have going on in this video. Now for the rest of the year, we need to sell more houses to reach that goal. It will be tough, will be challenging, but I kind of went through my fix and flip sheet for my team. I have, now 3 or 4 page list of all my flips I'm working on. I have 20 going right now, and it says whether they're under contract, when we think they'll be done, if they're listed, who's working on them, all of that information. I went through, and I figured if we do really well, we'll sell 18 more flips this year. So that would bring me up to 33, really close to that goal. And who knows, maybe we'll buy some other ones that might be easy to flip. Maybe some of the occupied ones might be able to sell before the end of the year and we'll reach that goal. So we'll see what happens. I'll do another video at the end of the year, let you know how everything went. But it's been a great year, exciting, a lot of things going on. And we've bought a lot of properties too. So it's a really slow start to the year buying flips. I think I bought 7 through June, which I wanted to buy 3 a month pretty much, and I was way behind that goal, but we've ended up buying 10, or actually 11 now I think, in the last 2 months. So really bought a lot of properties. We've been using our direct marketing and the MLS mostly to find those deals. Have not gotten hardly anything from wholesalers, but the MLS has gotten us quite a few deals, and then direct marketing, I'm sending out postcards, different marketing to off-market sellers. That's been working really well as well too. So I'll try to remember to put links to that in this video. And of course you guys can comment, ask for links to any types of videos, articles, different things you're looking for, and I'll try to provide those too. So that's how the flipping's going this year. Going great, pretty exciting. It's always fun. It's one of the funner things I do because I like to say I'm addicted to buying houses, and that's a great way to buy houses. So let's move on to some of the other goals. Okay, so I made some rental property goals this year as well. And in the past, I've always had kind of how many properties I want to buy each year. And I actually wrote an article back in 2013, my plan to buy 100 properties, or my goal by 2023. So I had a plan to buy 100 properties basically in 10 years. And it's gone a lot slower than I thought, mostly because our market has changed so much in Colorado. Prices have doubled since then, and it became impossible to cash flow with rental properties in my area. So I bought 15 rentals from 2010 to 2015, did great, loved them, but I couldn't cash flow anymore. So it's kind of like, do I buy rentals in Florida, another state? I went to Florida, found some good markets, really liked it there, but I never ended up buying anything down there. Then I started to find some commercial stuff in Colorado, and I invested in those instead. So I bought 4 commercial rentals last year, mostly smaller. One was $70,000, a shop that we store materials in. My Mustang stored in it too because I ran out of garage space. And bought a couple other commercial places we rented out. And I bought was a $292,000 commercial place that we fixed up, got it rented to an oil company, and I used the BRRRR strategy on it: buy, repair, rent, refinance. So I got a lot of my money out. I did an article, did a video on that too. So check out that. Again, I'll try to link to it. I might forget to link to all these things, but just search for BRRRR and Mark Ferguson or Invest for More and it should pop up. And that was a really cool property. So for this year, I made a goal not to buy a certain amount of properties, but to increase my cash flow by $5,000 a month. So that was a big goal, but I knew I had something brewing with the big commercial property. I had a68,000 square foot commercial property under contract at the end of the year. And that property was a grocery store, a restaurant, had a land lease on a coffee shop, and another little office, and then some vacant space. So I knew that property would bring me in $2,000 to $3,000 a month in cash flow, even using a partner. I mean, a partner who bought it 50-50, and my share would be $2,000 or $3,000. So I ended up buying that property. It's been a phenomenal investment. I ended up renting part of the space, starting my own brokerage there, and our numbers have been even better than we thought. So I'm almost close to that $5,000 a month in cash flow just from this property alone. I'd still love to buy another property, get another rental. I've been keeping my eyes open for commercial, looked at even some multifamily stuff, all kinds of opportunities that I've been looking for. They're just very hard to find in Colorado. But this one's been amazing. So I'm going to give you a little snippet, show you part of the video of this big commercial property we bought. Hey everyone, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. I am standing outside my newest rental property, which is going to be a little different from what I've typically bought in the past. As you can see, it's a pretty large 68,000 square foot grocery store, restaurant, office space that's not included, ends kind of right there where the awning is, coffee shop, and then some vacant space. It's located on a very busy 4-lane road. Actually, my office, my real estate office, is right over there behind that tree. And yeah, pretty exciting time. Bought it for $2.1 million. Had one partner with me. We split it 50-50. And we're gonna go through all the numbers, show you some of the space, and tell you how this all happened. So before we get started, I have a very in-depth article on investformore.com that goes over all the numbers, how we bought it, everything else. I know I'm not going to remember everything in this video, so check that out, investformore.com, investformore.com, and we'll have the article on there. There's a little coffee shop that's included. Here's the restaurant, which we actually go to quite a bit before I bought the building. The grocery store's over there. I don't really feel like doing a video of the inside of the store restaurant. That might be a little weird. But I'll show you the outside of everything, and I'll also show you the inside of the space. Hopefully you can do okay. Maybe I'll get inside and I'll talk a little more. This parking lot here is all included. It's 68,400 square feet, 4.5 acres. Bought it for $2.1 million. As I said, I think it's a smoking deal, and we used a local lender here to finance 75% of it, and we'll show you the first vacant space. All right, so it's not quite so windy in here. The grocery store has been in this building for 30-some years. They pay a very low lease rate, like under $3 a square foot per year. Property right now, without these back spaces being leased. If we could lease these back spaces, then we'd be making much more money and be really, really nice property. Here's the other vacant space. There's another tenant there, People Ready store. They pay about $1,000 a month, plus all the expenses. So when I talk about the base rent rates, like the grocery store paying $2.70 a square foot for their rent, that's before they pay their share of expenses. So they pay their share of the expenses on top of that rate. All right, here's the other vacant space. This used to be a tech company, Accelerant, something like that. It's been vacant for a few years. Kind of hard to see here, but it's about 5,000 square feet on the main floor, and then another 3,000 or 4,000 up, but it's not really usable rental space in the second floor. There's no windows or anything, but I'll show you everything. This space right here, my exciting news for the day, is going to be my new office. So it is technically my space right now. I'm planning to start my own real estate brokerage. All right, there's the commercial property. You can kind of see it when I bought it, what it looked like, got some information on it. And along with that, I wanted to start my own brokerage. I've wanted to start my brokerage for a while, just want to find the right opportunity, the right time. Having this vacant space, be able to rent something for myself, provided that opportunity. So I ended up telling my broker in February when I was buying it, hey, I'm going to start my own brokerage, give you a heads up, because I had 3 offices, my own team in that brokerage. I knew it would be a pretty big hit to him to lose me, so I wanted to give him a heads up. Well, turns out, in the end, he gave me 10 days to move out, so it was a few months earlier than I thought. Luckily, I'd already taken my employing broker classes. I was kind of set up for there, but we had to create the company, do the paperwork. Luckily, we had a temporary office to move into that building as well. So we set up shop, got it going in 10 days, and we created Blue Steel Real Estate. So it's been really fun. The name has to do with Zoolander a little bit, yes, and my cars, which happen to be, a couple of them are blue, but love that movie. And got going with the brokerage. Then while we were in the temporary space, we were rehabbing another space where it would be permanently. So painted everything, put in new flooring, put in a kitchen, redid the bathrooms, moved some walls around, put in a reception desk, did all kinds of work there. So this video will show you a little bit of that office and how it looks. And again, I've got full videos on the before in that office, the after, so you can check all those out on my rental property playlist, which show all my rental properties if you're interested in seeing. Here is what the office looks like right now. A little different than before. Painted all the stucco, painted it over there, took out the wheelchair ramp. It will be over there soon, we're not done yet. Added the deck, added the cover, metal roof, put on the metal railings, and a lot nicer, looks a lot better. We'll show you what it looks like inside as well. Oh. So, new floors, paint, ceilings. There's Carrie. I'm sure nobody wants to be on this video, but they get to be, so. There's Karen in there. But painted all the doors. Have a kid's room. Our coffee bar. Kind of waiting area. Have a couple TVs. The workroom. The bathrooms are completely redone. Our kitchen, which we added, this used to be just an office. In our back area where the pool table is supposedly coming today. We'll see if it does. These are all offices. This will be a recording room eventually. And then we've got our conference room. That will go up on the wall actually today. And another little mini conference room that we may turn to offices eventually, we'll see. My office, Nikki, who I'm sure is really happy to be on the video too. Another office where my wife Jenny may or may not be. She's deciding if she wants to get her license or not. Oh look, here comes Justin. We'll surprise him. There he is. Hey. Say hi. Hi. And then we've got a couple more agents actually moving into this office very soon. So that's how the office looks right now. Okay, so that's what the brokerage looks like. We love it. We're in there now. I love having my own space. Love having my own office. It actually has not cost me that much more. The rehab costs money, but the operating expenses are actually cheaper than they were before. I'm paying, pretty cheap rent because I'm paying myself. It's been amazing. We just added some new agents today, actually, or this week, depending when this video comes out. And we've got some more lined up to come in, so it's been a ton of fun, and I love it. So that goal has gone great. Had some learning curves, some stress to it, designing things, have a lot of opinions going into it, but it's been fun, and it's been a great experience. Really happy I did it. Other goals I've had. So I like cars, as many of you know. I've got a Lamborghini Diablo, I've got a Lotus Esprit V8, Porsche 928, 91 Mustang 5.0 I've had since college. I put a supercharger on, did some other stuff too. My daily driver is an Audi S4. And I wanted to add another car to the collection this year, either Lamborghini Countach or an Aston Martin V8. And again, I had a little bit of an inkling what would happen here because I've been talking with someone who had an Aston Martin V8 in Colorado. He actually had two of them, and he wanted to sell one of them. And I ended up buying that in February, shortly after I bought the big building. And it's just been an amazing car. Super rare. A lot of people don't even know what they are. It's a 1981. The car actually was in Dynasty, the series. So we'll show you a little bit of that car right now. Here's the 1981 Aston Martin V8 Volante. Haven't done a full review on this yet, but thought I'd show you guys just a quick video. The car was actually in the television series Dynasty a few times. The owner was the designer Bijan, who had it for 20-some years. He was friends with Aaron Spelling, and he let him use the car for the television series. After he sold it, went to the Peterson Museum. They sold it at an auction, who actually sold it to a gentleman in Colorado who has two of them. I met him at a Cars and Coffee last year. Told him I really wanted to buy one at some point, and he said he might know someone who's interested in selling. And that someone turned out to be him. And we negotiated, ended up buying it for $125,000, which is actually, I think, a steal for this car. 36,000 miles. You can see it. Lots of this trim is all custom made. It was custom ordered. From what I understand, original leather. We do have car seat in there. Our kids love to go in here. Almost all original paint. Has, you know, a few paint chips here and there, but amazing shape. Really cool car, and I just love it. They made 50 of these in 1981. From what I've seen, about half of those came to the US, half of them to the rest of the world. This is a left-hand drive. A lot of them in Britain obviously would be right-hand drive. So the wipers actually go opposite of what you'd be used to. And the hood latch is on the passenger side because it would normally be for someone, you know, the driver would be on the other side. So super cool car. One of my goals for this year that I reached, so that was amazing. And then a couple of my other ones are in here as well. The 86 928, which I've had for 6 or 7 years now, has 140,000 miles, runs awesome, really cool car. And then the Diablo sitting over here. 99 Alpine Edition, Monterey Blue. Love this car. And for those who don't think cars can be an investment, I bought this for $126,000 in 2014, and that car is worth close to $250,000 right now. It almost doubled in value the first year and a half I owned it. So did not expect that to happen, but it was certainly a nice bonus and something that I thought may happen eventually just because they're so rare. Such cool cars, and they were very affordable, relatively speaking, compared to other cars similar to it. All right, so there are some of the cars. If you're wondering about the Lotus Esprit, I actually had someone email me and say, hey, did you sell that car? I'm like, no, I didn't sell it. I'm like, well, someone online is claiming they bought it from you. I'm like, that's really weird because I did not sell it. Nobody's asked to buy it from me. But apparently there's a rumor out there that I sold the car. I did not. However, I did learn there's a reason that Lotus detunes the motor to 350 horsepower. It's a V8 twin turbo, but it uses a Renault transmission, which is not very strong. And when I bought the car, someone had souped it up already. So I drove it for a while, loved it, super fast car. But the transmission grenaded on me. So I have a really cool guy, High Mountain Classics, Victor, who works on cars. He rebuilt the transmission for me, got it going, but then there were some things that didn't quite get fixed right, so it's back at his shop, and that's where that car is right now. So hopefully I'll get it back soon, but it's an azure blue, beautiful car, love it. And I've always wanted to, I always loved cars since I was a kid. I'm a huge car nut, but I still want to get good deals on them. So the Diablo, the Lotus, the Aston, the Porsche, all of those I've gotten really good deals on, and they're worth more than I bought them for. So there are ways to make money with cars. You don't make a ton with them because there's maintenance, insurance, all types of costs that go with them, but it still feels good knowing the car is worth more than what you bought it for. All right, so I think that's all I've got for this video. I know it's been kind of long, and hopefully it gives you some insight to what my year has been like. It's been a bit of a whirlwind, a little crazy with all the flips, the big rental property, starting the brokerage, the car. You know, I'm still trying to spend as much time with my family as I can. I don't work 80 hours a week. I usually clock in about 40, sometimes less, because I have to have time to play golf. And having a team, having Nikki, Justin in my office, our front staff, Carrie, Karen, they all are a huge help for me, and my wife Jenny as well, allowing me to build a business, not spend all my time on it, have time for my family, for my 7-year-old twins. And it is possible to be successful, have a really fun life, not work all the time. So don't think that you've got to work nonstop to make money and to be successful. We need to all stop and enjoy life as well. So thank you guys for watching. Again, give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you like these type of videos. Be sure to subscribe. I have a few different playlists if you want to check them out. Like I said, on rental properties, on flipping, on real estate advice, the complete rental properties, on my cars. I've done a few reviews on the cars, and the Lotus, the Lamborghini, and the Porsche. So those are kind of cool if you want to see me driving them, listen to them a little bit, although you can't hear very well on YouTube, but you can hear a little bit of what the V12 sounds like and the V8 twin turbo. Kind of cool. So I had some personal goals with the blog as well. I want to grow traffic, get more interaction, and I've hired different companies to help with that. And it never really seems to go very well. I hired one company, Ardor SEO, who completely ripped me off. I have a video on that too. Won't get into that too much, but just horrible people. I don't say that about anybody. And they've left tons of bad reviews about me everywhere. So they're on Facebook, they're on YouTube. If you see weird YouTube comments, that's them. Google, my blog, all kinds of stuff. They're just going crazy trying to disparage me. So I'm actually getting lawyers involved now to see if I can sue them and try and figure out something with them. It's just crazy. But along with that is where I'm doing my book giveaway that I mentioned at the very beginning. So what I'm doing is, if anybody leaves me a review on Amazon or leaves us a review on the Facebook page, just go to Invest for More, invest FOURMORE.com on Facebook, and you can leave reviews for businesses. So go on there, leave a review, tell me what you think about YouTube or the blog or our Facebook page, whatever you want. Once you leave that review, email me, mark@investformore.com. Tell me you left a review, your name, your address, and what book you want, and I'll autograph it, mail it to you free of charge. First 20 people who send me that, complete that task, we'll send those books out to. And I have every book except my Make It Big as a Real Estate Agent. I've got to order more of those because I've been handing them out to prospective agents at my office. But we can get more, so if you really want that book, just let me know. You just might have to wait a little longer than some of the other books. So along with that, blog's still doing good. I'm still trying to write more since I'm not doing the podcast, do more videos. I really like the video format. You guys have been great with your support. So even though Ardor really pulled a number on my business and me, it's okay. I'll be fine. I still make much more money from the flipping business, the real estate side. So it's not destroying my life or anything like that. It's just sad there's people out there that would rather do things the wrong way to make money instead of the right way. It will catch up to them. But in the meantime, those reviews on Facebook help me out, help people show, hopefully, that I'm providing value to everybody and helping you guys out too. So that's it for the blog. I'll hopefully keep growing, keep building that. I'm actually thinking about hiring a full-time person to help me with things because it can get overwhelming answering emails all the time, marketing different things, writing articles. I still do almost all that myself. Justin helps quite a bit on the back side, the technical side, but I'm doing a lot of the other stuff. So still a lot of fun, still love doing it, and hopefully we can grow it and keep moving forward with that. All right, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe we'll do another one here at the end of the year, maybe sooner if you guys really like these. and we'll have much more content with the flips and maybe another rental. We'll see. And yeah, good luck, everyone. If you have questions, let us know. Thanks a lot.